So with the Marching Fire update being announced at E3 yesterday, Ubisoft released a video explaining the Breach game mode and how that's going to work. Today I won't be talking about that though. In the trailer they showed quite a bit of gameplay from the new Wu-Lin Vanguard. So let's take a look at that. The first thing we get to see is a heavy chain followed up with an unblockable shove from neutral. Like I said in my video yesterday, this is really no big surprise. The game's going in that direction already, and I just hope that this is reasonably punishable. Somewhere between Warlord's stupidly long recovery on his headbutt and Konk's ridiculously short one on his shield bash. We then see him hit the Konk with a couple more heavies. These heavies may seem a bit slow, but similar to Shinobi, Shaman or pre-patch Berserker, he can use his dodge to cancel these attacks, giving him a ton of mix-up potential already. Here he is clearing some minions, pretty normal minion clearing attacks with nothing to write home about really. Alright, this is the main move I wanted to talk about today. So after confirming this heavy, he uses an unblockable kick which sends the PK flying and ends in a hard knockdown. With this and his neutral unblockable, I already see this character being a fucking nightmare in 4v4. Since like the unblockable shove seems to be usable from neutral or to end chains, so very similar to how Konk works. Assuming he can kick from a blocked heavy, which I believe he can, since in this clip he follows up a jumping attack with a kick even though it's blocked. So when this character's on the external slumping you in the back of your head, it's gonna be a fucking nightmare to deal with it. I don't know how useful it's gonna be in 1v1 since it looks like nothing's guaranteed from the knockdown, but Sent and this guy are going to be best friends in 2v2 and 4v4 game modes. So everyone prepare your anuses for this, it's gonna be brutal. The king slaps him to the floor here, allowing his minions to finish him off. If you look at the damage numbers, it seems this Vanguard will have a smaller health pool, around 120 to 125, so he's gonna be more like a glass cannon. So after being revived, he light attacks from the top and I believe finishes the chain with a heavy, but it's hard to tell. In this video from IGN, we also see that he has an undodgeable dodge attack that can be feinted with another dodge. It leads to him burning out of stamina here and being guard broken, but you can see a lot of potential for mix-ups. His top heavy from neutral has super armor. I like this since his moveset so far will be good against turtles, but looks a little bit weaker against offensive players. So with this, he'll be able to predict attacks and trade up. See here, this looks like a zone attack, which also has a dodge property, but I don't think it is, since we see an attack later that looks way more like a regular zone attack. Maybe this is just his dodge followed up with a heavy attack. Here we see he has a deflect which can be followed up by an unblockable light attack chain starter. I don't know how I feel about Vanguards having deflects like Kensai, but the damage from this one doesn't seem too bad. He doesn't just get a free guard break from it. He light attacks from a guard break here, but I don't think this will be his max guard break punish. I feel like his heavies are fast enough to be used afterwards, but the player here just decided, nah, I'm not on it. See, this is the zone attack I was talking about before. One thing I do feel is that the second hit in the attack won't be cancelable. I don't know why I feel like this, but it's just a hunch. This character at the moment really seems like a hybrid, but I'm sure he's supposed to be the Vanguard. I'm so fucking lost because the next one we're gonna look at is almost definitely a hybrid. Anyway, this character looks like a ton of fun. Initially, I wasn't too thrilled with his design, but you know what? I might play him first now. He seems to have a nice mix of turtle breaking and defensive options. The hard knockdown kick does slightly concern me though, because of the potential to cheese it in 4v4s, but fingers crossed it has some major downside, so you can't just spam it into the side of my head, because we all know that's what's going to happen. We all know day one of this guy coming out, all it's going to be is dodge property, shoving in, kicking. That's all it's going to be. But anyway people, if you enjoyed, hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. Check out the video I released yesterday summing up the E3 presentation from Ubisoft. Everything about that is in the video I put out yesterday. Anyway people, peace.